Hello and welcome to Last Week in AI with me, Rahim. Every week, we bring to you the latest stories and developments from across the world in the field of AI. We tell you why these stories matter and provide to you our expert take based on 15 years of experience working in top companies so that you stay prepared and ahead in this era of AI. Let's get started. Now, AI systems will predict whether you'll be successful at a job from your face. Yes, your face. Widespread cheating using AI has been reported across South Korea's top universities in 2025 October midterms, causing massive reevaluations. An AI-crafted world, Auntieverse, goes viral as it celebrates older Asian women and depicting them in powerful, warm, and inspiring ways. The rules to accessing adult content on chatbots is changing. So ChatGPT adds an adult mode, while character AI just blocks minors. The 2025 State of AI report officially declares that we are now officially in the industrial era of AI. The experimentation or science fair phase is just over. Hey, quick question. Do you have a face? Yeah, you mean a face? Oh, you do? I have bad news. Imagine getting rejected for a job because your face wasn't appealing to AI. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania have developed an AI system that claims it can predict if you'll be successful at a job just by scanning your face. Yes, your face. They're using facial features to guess your personality type and your hiring potential. Now, if this sounds like some old world pseudoscience, it really is. This is something like digital phrenology. So check out phrenology. And of course, this is problematic, right? The massive concern here is AI systems already are being used very commonly. These systems are riddled with biases, and it risks rejecting people not because they didn't have the right skills or talent, but things like race, gender, and a lot of things other than their talent. And of course, this is discrimination if this is used. Now, this technology is dangerous. Now, if an AI system is judging you based on the shape of your eyes or your jaws, it's not judging you based on what you really bring to the table, yes? And for you, this means things are fundamentally unfair. If the system is using this, of course it is unfair. But don't let that stop you. Now, you focus entirely on your skills, demonstrate those skills, the things you can prove you do. When you apply for a job, ask for transparency. Ask them if AI is being used for this assessment over here. Your value is not in what some flawed system thinks you should be. Right? The value is in your brain, your hard work, and your skills. So don't lose hope and give it your best shot. You got this. So it turns out even the smartest students in South Korea are letting ChatGPT do their homework. South Korea's prestigious Sky universities, which is essentially like their Ivy League, they're quite surprised after massive cheating was exposed during the October midterms. Students taking online exams were using clever camera angles perhaps to hide their screens while they posted or pasted the questions directly into the AI tools like ChatGPT and so on. The professors were shocked when hundreds of students suddenly gave some excellent answers like, my students, how is this possible? But anyway, now exams are being invalidated and a lot of re-examinations are happening, and the whole country is really debating, how do we handle this? How do we stop this? Now, here's my take for each of the parties involved here. First, the teachers. You need to understand that the era of memorize and just vomit or repeat is over. I mean, if an AI system can pass your exam in a few seconds, your exam is broken. You have to find a better way. You need to switch to perhaps ways which test the students' understanding, right? Perhaps go back to more traditional examination methods like, say, oral examination perhaps, or maybe just good old pen and paper. But you have to change the way this is being done for sure. Now, parents, please stop obsessing over the letter grade. This is why the kids are cheating perhaps in the first place. Not focus on what grades they're getting, what scores they're getting. Their A+ is really worthless if they don't really get anything. So focus on their real knowledge, not just the paper score. Students, see, I don't want to be that preaching uncle here, but if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. You might get the grade, but not the understanding, not the skills. You cannot really fake it in the real world. And be also aware that these AI systems, they are dangerous in the sense that they kill your critical reasoning. Brain rot is real. So please use the AI to study. They are very helpful assistants, but please don't let it replace your own thinking. You are far more valuable than an exam. So all you Asian viewers, picture your aunt. Now imagine her in a spacesuit, floating in a galaxy made of sushi. Welcome to the Auntieverse. This is a massive AI art project made by an artist called Nice Aunties, and it just got nominated for the prestigious Lumen Prize for this year. It is a surreal AI-generated world dedicated entirely to older Asian women, the aunties, And in this world, the aunties are not ignored or stereotyped. They are the main characters, They are powerful, they are funny, and they're exploring wild, dream-like environments, surreal environments. Every single image, narrative here is crafted with AI in this world. It is strange and wonderful, absurd sometimes, and it is getting global recognition for proving that AI can also have soul, or AI projects can have soul. So here's my view on this. The Auntieverse project proves that AI is much more than a tech tool when used by the right hands. So this should inspire you perhaps to not consider AI as just a productivity or a business tool or a shortcut or a cheat code. Maybe this story is what gives you an inspiration perhaps to express yourself using AI. If you have a story that you can't draw or something you can't film yourself, AI can help you visualize it, right? Don't limit yourself to this professional use cases. Go ahead, experiment with new ideas, weird stuff. Let your creativity run wild and use AI to tell stories that challenge stereotypes perhaps, right? Your unique vision is the one thing that AI systems cannot copy right now. So you use these AI systems to amplify your uniqueness. Are you a naughty kid that uses AI for matured content? There are two big updates, which are hitting the AI chatbot space, which changes the way you access mature content. First, Character AI just bans anyone under the age of 18. So starting November late, minors or kids cannot be using the platform at all. There have been many serious lawsuits around teenage mental health crisis linked to this app. So this decision is timely. Second, OpenAI is launching a different adult mode. So it's a different approach here. And by December, this will officially allow erotica and uncensored content here. So on the OpenAI platform. The catch is that, of course, you may have to verify your age. So this means uploading your official ID to access these features. So losing privacy to access uncensored content. And these are very different approaches. Yes, one makes a safe space for kid and the other is a restricted zone for adults. Now, what does it mean for you? For users, you can expect to prove your age, perhaps provide some ID to get access to uncensored AI. And of course, you now need to sacrifice anonymity for this. For parents, this helps a little bit perhaps, but of course, technology has its flaws. Verification systems can fail. You still need to monitor what your children does and not just trust these AI systems to work. For developers, safety is now a legal requirement, so you must build age checks immediately. Just don't ignore this. This is important now. The experimental phase of AI, or the science fair fun project phase of AI, is really over officially, as the 2025 State of AI report says or declares that we have entered the industrial era of AI. So you see, the code part is no longer the hard part with AI systems. The new barriers are physical and political. We are literally running out of electricity for running these systems. Nations are fighting over computer chips like they used to fight for oil, perhaps. At the same time, the competition between companies, between countries is getting fierce. Chinese models like DeepSeek, Quen, and Kimi, K2, the latest one, are catching up really fast, closing the gap with proprietary American tech. And this is now a global AI industrial race fueled by massive gigawatt data centers. It is time we acknowledge that AI is really a fundamental thing. It is here to stay, just like electricity, right? It will impact every part of the economy. It's a different question how it does that and when, but it will impact. Now, what should you do? And you should focus on AI literacy, and really understand the technology. Clicking a button is easy. Understanding how it works is hard. You need to understand the limitations, the drawbacks, the capabilities of the system. Know when to trust the system, know when to double check the system. In this era, right, the most valuable people will not be the ones who can write the best code. They will be the ones who understand these systems well enough to integrate them well in solutions, right? Integrate these power-hungry tools into real-world systems effectively and responsibly. That's it for this week's top stories. Which one stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and I would love to hear your take on this. If you like this format, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any update from us. And I'm Rahim, and I will see you next week in Last Week in AI.